Alright, welcome back. Ooh, that's wobbly. Alright, welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. How y'all? On Monday. So, Monday starting my long week of nights. Took the weekend off. I got called and didn't really answer it. Sorry about that. Anyway, I had company over for the weekend. Company. Anyway, so took the weekend off, so we got a pretty good little bit of a growth there to take care of. Had some good food and good times. Good times. Probably should have went and made the money though, but you never know. Anyway, my weekend off. I'll make more money this week. Well, there we go. Monday night. Now it's normally Micromatic Monday, but we're not going to do Micromatic Monday today. I was digging around and I found a Persona injector blade, and I got my old stick Schick out there. How you like it? Of course, that's the L head. They had a stick shift and the grip that was like a tennis racket, and Paul Revere that, I don't know, it was like a butter knife handle to me. And then the red, white, and blue one. What was that, the Olympics or something like that? I don't know. But anyway, I don't have that one. The only one I have is the grip and the stick shift and a regular L. So that's what I got. We're going to break out the fat because I hadn't used it in a while. I was digging around and decided on the fat. And then I was digging around and found, hey, still got some Sharp Dressed Man from Sterling. And we're going to be a Sharp Dressed Man tonight in uniform going to work. Got the Sterling bore brush there to use. So we're going to put some Sterling to work with some fat. But anyway, so I shared a post the other day on my Facebook page. And it's not Fuzzy, by the way. I don't have a Fuzzy Facebook page. Probably should, but I don't. And it was something somebody posted about driving here in Baton Rouge. And, really, I've lived in Tucson and Lafayette, driven some other places and things like that. And the Baton Rouge traffic just sucks, but I don't know if it's that much worse than anywhere else. But then again, there are some things that just absolutely, as y'all know, drive me absolutely batty. So one of the ones that came up was when the light turns yellow. Around here, when the light turns yellow, which is supposed to tell you, in my understanding, and go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong, but in my understanding, the yellow light means, hey, it's fixing to turn red. You need to go ahead and be ready to stop so you're not running the red light or you're not crossing the intersection when it turns red. Because when the light's red, you ain't supposed to be in the intersection. And people around here race the light, especially the kids and mom and daddy's Challengers and Mustangs and all that. It's amazing the number of college kids running around in cars like that. They make a whole lot of noise and they're, little idiots. So there you go. So a lot of times when I'm leaving work, I get stopped by the first light at the interstate. It's just the way things are timed. It takes forever. The light that I get caught at coming out of work takes forever to turn green, and when it does, you go right up and you get right up the interstate and you're caught at a red again. And you got to wait on a lagging left-hand turn before you can go. And there's always that light turns green, and there's usually at least two cars that zoom past as you're trying to go. You got to stop and let them go before you get anywhere because they're not paying attention to that yellow light. And the Shave Maharaji posted on my page. And he lives, if I'm not mistaken, and Manish, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he lives in Bangladesh. And of course, there's a lot of people. And I've seen some of his YouTube videos of they have a Mahindra SUV, which it's a nice size, and that's what they were driving. But there's still a whole lot of people that drive, and we've all heard the stories of people driving in that part of the world. And he was wondering why people slow down on orange anyway. So anyhow, we got a little discussion on that. But that's one of my things around here is that, if you slow down like you're supposed to so that you're not racing the red light, you're going to get run over, especially if I'm in a little hoopty. I've been driving it around the last couple of days a little bit. It'd been a little while since it'd been fired up since I was working a lot. And if you don't remember, the hoopty is a 1988 Corolla FX, which is the hatchback. 200 and what? 36,000 miles or something like that on it, something along those lines. I don't know. You'll notice this is a typical Schick save, by the way. The L is not exactly my favorite head. It's not my least favorite. I've never shaved with an O, but the J and the N were definitely not my favorite Schick styles. But the L is pretty good, and it's fun, you know, especially with the stick shift here and the grip. It can be kind of fun. But they all do a good job. I mean, they all shave good, even if it's not really my favorite. The other thing, I was talking about that light when I'm coming out of work. Well, there's a neighborhood back there, and those people know how long that light takes because they live there and they've been doing it for a while, right? So what they do, even if they want to be making a right turn to get on the interstate, if the line's kind of long, they get on the left lane. And then when the light turn greens, they got to race up, you know, make the turn, and they got to race up and cut across in front of everybody to get over to the far right lane to get on the interstate. And I think that's just the dumbest thing I see. Instead of just getting in line and waiting your turn, they're too good for that, I guess. Can't do that. How dare you expect the privileged, whatever makes them think they're privileged, you know, wait in line for a light that they may have to change. So go out to a different light. You can go out different places in the neighborhood, and you don't have to wait on that particular light. If it takes you a few minutes longer, you're still cutting out waiting on the light. But anyway, I don't ever, run them down and tell them that or anything, but I've been known to cuss a little bit when they run over and just jump right out in front of me to get over on the right-hand lane when all they had to do was stay in the right-hand lane to start with, which is the lane I'm in, because that right-hand lane takes me where I need to go. I'll eventually make a right-hand turn. And if I don't get the right-hand lane to start with, I'm going to have to fight for it further up the road, and I don't like fighting in traffic. I do things all the time for the express reason of not fighting traffic. I'll go the other way, make a U-turn and come back sometimes so that I don't have to fight traffic. I don't see the point in it. But anyway, it was a pretty good little post that somebody put together about driving in Baton Rouge. Street names just mysteriously all of a sudden changed. And I noticed that when I was in Tucson also. You'd be driving along and all of a sudden you're on a whole different street. It's like, really? I don't remember making a turn or anything. It wouldn't. It's just all of a sudden you drive across an intersection and it's a whole nother street name. Same street, whole other street name. Did you notice there's absolutely zero problems lathering the Mitchell's wool fat? I don't know. I guess, it's like the old Williams or the newer Williams. Everybody talked about it, or a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people talked about how hard it is to lather, and I just don't see it. I use the same everywhere. Look at there. That's before we do our touch-up pass. That's what we got all cleaned up. We could wipe it off and go. We probably could have wiped it off after the first pass and went about our business. Not like somebody's going to walk up and rub their hand up beside your face, see if you shave good. Well, not but once. And where I work, I carry a gun, so nobody's getting that close to me anyway. But we'll go ahead and do our full thing. A new blade, even though it is a Persona, and I know what some people think of the Persona blades in the Schicks, but I think the Persona blades are just fine. I've used a lot of them. I probably use more of those than anything. Like I said the other day when I went to a couple of weeks ago, I was back in Lafayette and I picked up some of the Schicks, and I haven't even opened them yet because I still got some of these other blades, the ones that come in the little white. And what I did remember the other day, witch hazel. So we're back in business on our witch hazel touch-up pass, which is a good thing. I've been missing it. I think it just helps the skin, and I can feel if there's any extra rough places, because sometimes even though you do everything right, there can be a spot that stays a little rough. not too bad today. I don't feel anything, and we're going to just do our normal touch-up pass, which of course, as we always say, just another excuse to shave more. But there we go. All right, get under those jaw lines right there. But everything, like I said, was pretty much in good shape. We're just going to dress everything up some. Make sure we got trimmed up around the goatee good. That feels pretty good. Goatee's starting to get back out to where I want it. I got to get a new set of trimmers so when it gets to the right length. The actual trimmer guard, blade guard that I would use where I want it, like I said, got customized by Miss Luna when she was a little younger. But anyway, not like that expensive. $15 or so, I can get another one. Whole another trimmer. Well, anyway, well, that's what we got going on tonight. We're going to continue getting ready for work. And we'll see what the traffic is like. The last couple of weeks, I haven't had to put up with LSU traffic, so that's been nice. I worked 1 week, and then the next week, well, no, they didn't play 1 week. And then they were out of town last week, so I hadn't had to put up with traffic, so that hadn't been too bad. I don't complain too much about that. Oh, good coffee. On the bean tonight before I even get to work. What I call it when I start drinking coffee, getting on the bean. Are y'all on the bean? Probably not this time of night, I can understand that, but check that out right there. Woo, that's a nice shave. I did laundry on the time off, so got nice clean uniform and undershirts and everything. We'll jump in the shower here in a minute, although that's not a mental picture anybody needs, I understand. A little sharp dressed man here, and then we'll reapply before we leave for work. That's a nice scent. If you hadn't tried it, it's a nice scent. But there we go. That's what we got for tonight. Hope everything's good where y'all are. I see we got another disturbance coming into the Gulf. I don't think this one, from what I've seen so far, I don't think this one is going to be that big a deal to worry about. We'll see. I know some more when I get to work and get on my work computer and log into some stuff. And we'll check and see what the National Hurricane Center and different places are saying about it. But I don't think it's going to be as big a deal as some of them it had. But then again, you never know with these things, so we'll see. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, Miss Susie, how you doing? Always got to say hey to Miss Susie, I tell you. And we'll say hey to Bryce again. And all you folks out there, I'll catch you next time. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, happy shades to you. And Miss Luna says hi.